Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Tana, and welcome to Crypto Bible. I've got a morning update for you guys. It's quite an ironic one as well. It's basically an article which kind of goes over and explains that right now institutional investors are now buying Bitcoin, right? And I feel like it's quite ironic timing because when I first started the channel, the first thing that I was kind of speaking about and trying to explain was news always comes at ironic times in the crypto market, right? Because right now, what we've been seeing over the past few weeks is Bitcoin ranging at a very low price. Okay. And now that we're at the top of that range, which we've actually broken out of now, we're getting a lot of news that institutional investors are buying. And ultimately, what that will do is just, you know, allow people to begin FOMOing in. And although I don't see a lot of FOMO right now, this is just kind of the beginning of this article. And, I do believe that as prices get higher, as things do go on, as prices get really high on other altcoins as well, we will see a lot of other retail investors begin to FOMO in, and like I always say, a whole influx of new retail investors to come in anyway. And unfortunately, a lot of them will end up coming in at the top and they'll start buying things really high. And I just wanted to kind of show this to you, explain this to you, because on my channel I try to just keep everything quite realistic. And although nothing's financial advice, I do give my opinion. Sometimes it is good to just get a realist opinion, even if I'm not right, only because there is a lot of hype out there. There's a lot of people, trying to pump coins left, right, and center, and it's just not the way it should be, right? So what I want to do is go through this article with you guys, and then I want to just show you the Bitcoin chart and explain something as well, because something very interesting did happen, as you guys probably are aware. So let's get into it. What we've got right here is this. So Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other major cryptocurrencies are braced for a $2.1 trillion earthquake as extreme price swings after extreme price swings. So Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies have seen violent return to volatility over the last 2 weeks, with the combined crypto market losing, then gaining around $300 billion. The Bitcoin price, currently trading comfortably around the psychological $40,000 per Bitcoin level, remains significantly down from its peak at almost 65,000 set in April. Now, amid reports institutional investors are gearing up to re-enter the Bitcoin and crypto market, a new law in Germany will allow institutional investors that currently manage a staggering 1.8 trillion euros to invest in Bitcoin and other crypto for the first time. So-called spizzle funds, only available to institutional investors such as pension companies and insurers, will be able to invest up to 20% of their holdings in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other cryptocurrencies from Monday. Most funds will initially stay below the 20% mark. Tim Kreutzmann, an expert at crypto assets at BVI, Germany's fund industry body, told Bloomberg, which first reported the news. On the other hand, institutional investors such as insurers have strict regulatory requirements for their investment strategies, and on the other hand, they must also want to invest in crypto. Earlier this week, some $2.5 billion in Bitcoin moved off crypto exchanges, including Coinbase, Kraken, and Binance, according to the market data provided by Glassnode, in what was described by CNBC as a signal that institutional investors are getting off the sidelines. Now, this is something that I also wanted to talk about, right? And for those of you guys that are not in the Discord, please make sure you are joining. The link's in the description, only because I am posting news like this when it actually happens, right? So now let me actually begin painting this story for you. So now we're getting news that that institutional investors are entering Bitcoin right after we break through a range, right? So let me just show you this. Number one, I did put this on the actual Discord. So I said I cannot express how important this is. Data like this is absolutely vital to be paying attention to rather than short-term price action. So as you can see, 60,000 Bitcoin was transferred off exchanges over the last 24 hours. That would mean massive institutional buyers are in the water and actively accumulating. Now, one thing I've been doing over the past few weeks to try and cool nerves and everything else was, just showing you data that whales are still accumulating Bitcoin. The whole time, whales were accumulating Bitcoin. But what we won't get is, them kind of coming out and admitting it. It will be more of us finding the data like that on Glassnode, for instance. I've been presenting a case that every time we've had a dip, whales were accumulating. But then as the prices started going up, withdrawals were also going up. So there was more withdrawals out of exchanges storing their Bitcoin or whatever other cryptocurrency they were holding. And obviously, what I done yesterday, I made a video last night. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. It was pretty cool because literally I saw that certain indicators on Bitcoin were turning bullish. The second I uploaded the video, Bitcoin just went a little bit mental, broke out of the range we we're looking for. Obviously, none of this is financial advice. It all was just my opinion. And now that we've broken out of the range, what you will start seeing is a whole load of institutional investors now saying that they're buying Bitcoin, right? And what that'll end up causing is a lot of FOMO within the market, a new influx of retail investors to come into the market, and then it becomes a very dangerous place again. And then I'll have to kind of go back to kind of just warning people to be careful, because this market will play you like that. You have to be very careful. And I'll show you exactly what I mean. So if we actually go over to the Bitcoin chart right now, I'll go full screen. This is what we're seeing, right? Now we're seeing institutional investors admit that they are buying up in these ranges right here, okay? So now we're going to start getting news all the way up, right, saying that institutional investors' whales are now accumulating Bitcoin. But what the data always told us, guys, was that they were accumulating and buying all around these ranges right here, okay? So at every single point, they were buying and accumulating at all of these ranges here, but we'll only be told when we're up here. So that's basically what I'm trying to get at. But what we've also seen, guys, is that Bitcoin has now broken out of that range that we were looking at for a very, very long time, being this one right here, which lies around the $41,000 mark. And look, we've now broken out of it. And this is basically what I was looking for. Yesterday, I posted a video saying that indicators were turning bullish. One thing that I was looking for, if you guys haven't watched it, was basically this trend line right here was basically holding. And every time we come back and hit it, we did pump up, hit it, pump up. And look, we had that dip there where everyone kind of got a little bit scared again that we're going to go bearish. But no, all it did was touch that trend line once more. And what did that indicate? It showed us a great little bounce out of the range. And now we are chilling up at these levels. And now we are basically, I'll show you what I'm expecting now in regards to Bitcoin. Now it's just about kind of melting through these Fibonacci retracements. And you can kind of see it's very valid, because where did we actually stop last night, guys? As you can see, we stopped right at the 0.382 right there. We broke out of the range. The next point of resistance was 42,500. We literally pinpointed it, and now we're finding a bit of resistance there. Next would be right there, which comes in at the 46,500 mark at the 50% retracement. But what I'm basically trying to say is, guys, a lot of good news will happen every single time we go through one of these. We break through that, you'll get some great news coming through there. We break through that, great news. We break through that, great news. But then every time there's a little knockback or a dip, when we do find resistance, maybe we won't get some good news. But it's just the way the cryptocurrency market works. But I thought I'd just let you guys see that and know that, and just be aware of things moving forward. Of course, this is not financial advice. It's just my opinion, but I'm just letting you guys know, please be careful, because I do believe, my personal opinion is that Bitcoin will start grinding its way back up slowly, quickly. I don't know. I don't care. I just believe it will. But what comes with that is a very dangerous game. Okay, so don't get too sucked into the hype. Try not to FOMO, dollar cost average in, buy on dips, all of that good stuff to ensure that you're becoming the best investor you possibly can. And just keep yourself safe. Okay, keep yourself safe. Stay away from all of the hype and everything else, because there could be a lot of it coming. All right. So like I said, just my opinion. I have to express it so many times, but this ain't no financial advice. I'm just a guy on YouTube. But this is just my advice that I would give new people coming in, and I hope it's good advice, because other hype channels would not be telling you this. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed the video. If you have, leave a like down below. Please make sure you have subscribed if you haven't already, and you are clicking the bell icon so you're updated every time we upload a video. And join the Discord, guys. The link is in the description below, and I'll see you guys very, very soon.